Good evening and welcome to GE Healthcare's Carestation 750 launch. My name is Kelly and I'm the ASEAN Product Manager for Anesthesia.
I'm Richmond, the Regional Clinical Application Specialist, and together we will guide you through the exciting agenda that we have tonight.
So without further ado, let us introduce to you GE Healthcare's latest anesthesia machine, the Carestation 750. That was a beautiful video. What do you think, Richmond?
Well, I think that having individualized therapy at my fingertips is important. Patients have never been one size fits all. It's probably more relevant at present that there's an increasing number of operations being performed on the very young and the very old.
For me, it's about the simplicity and some degree of automation. I can only imagine how busy the anesthesiologists are in the operating room. Having a simple and easy to use machine gives them more time caring for the patient and less time operating it.
Yeah. The highly flexible display arm is also a nod to how doctors work in the operating room. There are times when doctors simply cannot stay in front of the anesthesia machine. So with a flexible display arm and electronic controls, the display and controls can literally be at your fingertips.
Well, without giving too much away, let us introduce to you Andrea Vitagliano. He's the Global Anesthesia Product Manager for the Carestation 750 and he will be able to show us a little bit more.
Welcome to Madison, Wisconsin in our Customer Visitor Center. My name is Andrea Vitagliano. I am a Global Product Manager for Anesthesia in GE Healthcare, and I will guide you today to Carestation 750 Anesthesia Delivery System. the latest addition in our Carestation family. Carestation 750 is an evolution of our Carestation 600 product line that you may be familiar with. We poured a lot of effort in this device to give you tools to individualize therapy at your fingertips. Let's see together some of these tools, starting from what we collect under the umbrella of advanced clinical tools. We start from one of the common tasks, low-flow anesthesia. Thanks to the electronic mixer, you can now save your favorite values, and with just one finger, you can change settings of fresh gas flow or oxygen content in the fresh gas flow with a feature that we call quick picks. So you can save your favorite values. We know that low-flow anesthesia is not just changing settings. That's why we also offer a clinical decision support tool that is called EcoFlow. EcoFlow is a visualization method that will show you how much oxygen you are delivering, how much waste gas there is in the fresh gas flow, and how much oxygen the patient really needs to maintain a set FiO2 value that you decide. EcoFlow provides a graphical and numerical indication of this personalized oxygenation, how much oxygen you should put in your fresh gas flow to get to your desired FiO2 level. When you choose any fresh gas flow, you have instantaneously a feedback of the value of oxygen in your fresh gas flow compared to the needs of the patient. Another important feature is lung recruitment ventilation, part of the broader lung protective ventilation that is sweeping the scientific communities in the last years. Lung recruitment maneuvers are now in a dedicated menu directly on the surface of the screen. You can access this menu with just one finger. You have one simple recruitment maneuver and one more advanced recruitment maneuver that allows you to create a multi-step recruitment strategy. You can save up to 7 different steps, and you can also save and rename 4 different presets, including, for example, patient types or procedure types. Once you select your preset, you can let the machine apply settings step by step. At any given moment, a clear status indicator will tell you at which point of the recruitment strategy you are, what is the compliance reading at that particular step, and how much time there is left until the end of the procedure, so you can plan the workflow accordingly. Another very frequently used tool that you use and that we put on the front of the screen so that it's more intuitive is post-gas flow. Post-gas flow is now accessible with just the click of one button, and you can pause for up to 1 minute the fresh gas flow. If you have to turn the patient prone in a spinal surgery, if you have to suction the catheter, or for whatever reason, this tool will help you preserve the workflow, preserve the environment, and lower the risks of exposure to the operators. Post-gas flow is not the only feature, together with lung recruitment maneuver, that are in the front of the screen. You have timer, you have auto limits, everything is at your fingertip for maximum intuitiveness. Intuitiveness that doesn't just stop at the screen. We also have hardware solutions that will make your life easier in your daily tasks. For example, a solution that we call intelligent lighting. We have a set of lights that will guide the user, you and your users, where the action is in the machine. For sure we have a task light that will help you open and close the vaporizer even in the dark. But we have lights that will give you an indication of where the gas is flowing from. For example, if I want to use an auxiliary port, like the auxiliary oxygen plus air, that is hidden when I'm not using it to prevent misconnection, I can turn on the switch and a light ring will automatically guide my site to where the gas is flowing from, so that I can connect my tube exactly where I need. At the same point, a clear status indicator on screen will tell everyone in the room, as you can see, what mode of operation the machine is in. In this case, an orange banner will tell the user that the auxiliary gas is in use, so the bellows and the main breathing system is not in use. Visual status indicator does not only cover auxiliary gas, but will give indication of what kind of operation you have to make on the machine, or, for example, standby. Standby that is now very clear and can be seen from everywhere to help you avoid confusion. There is no more doubt if the machine is delivering or not. The message is very clear. We also thought about the start of the day. Start of the day when you want to have a machine checked out, but you don't want to lose too much time in order to start with scheduling or scheduling on time. That's why we simplified and streamlined the daily checkout routine. Now the daily checkout is complete. It can be completed in less than 3 minutes, but still we don't compromise on scope. We also cover vaporizers, both vaporizers, in under 3 minutes. So you are sure that your machine has been checked out and is performing according to specs without losing time at the start of the day. Another element to simplify your daily start is case default. When you start a case, you can select what case default profile you want to use. Case defaults are configurable. You can change names. Again, you can find names like patient type or procedure type, and you can save all the settings of the machine, ventilation modes, alarm limits, even the layout of the screen. So now you can, for example, use a neonatal profile, and you are sure that the machine will have neonatal starting settings down to, for example, the apnea delay time. Now, in my neonatal profile, apnea time is set to a low value compatible with the smallest patient. If I'm using an adult profile, instead, the machine will automatically configure all my settings to what I chose, including, for example, a more regular apnea time duration. So you can start the machine individualizing every setting to the patient type or to the procedure type that you have. The last group of features that we will talk about deals with efficiency and ergonomy. You can have our Carestation 750 with a standard display arm that will allow you to tilt and swivel the display, or you can have our premium 360 articulating display arm. This new designed arm will allow you to turn the display of the machine and the associated monitor 360 degrees around the machine, so that you can control from everywhere the settings. It's very useful in those very busy ORs like neurosurgery or any upper airway surgery. This premium arm will allow you to extend the display far from the machine, push it closer to the machine. You can increase or decrease the height of the display and the associated monitor. You can tilt and you can swivel. maximum flexibility. Another element is this rear cover. This is not just a design element, but this is a solution for organizing cable. In fact, behind this door, you will find accessories, part of a broader cable management solutions. You have accessories to route cables, to store excess cable, and in general, to solve the spaghetti syndrome. With this accessory set, you can easily install cable and connect them from where they need to go to where they are needed. For example, power cable, Ethernet, serial cable. You can store excess cable for easy installation and removal. And once you are done, you can close the door and you don't have any tangle of cable in the back of the machine that is ready to fall when you move or that will collect dust. So the back of the machine is now easier to clean because of the smooth surface. If you need to access the back of the machine and you don't want to disturb the cable solution, we have a dedicated access door, for example, to open the gas cylinder in case you need them. So it simplifies installation, removal, but it also simplifies movement and workflow, daily workflow for efficiency. So, thank you for listening to this presentation about Carestation 750. We showed you all these features regarding individualized therapy at your fingertips. We hope you will enjoy trying these machines very soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrea, for the very comprehensive presentation on the Carestation 750. What do you think, Richmond?
It's great. It makes me even more excited to see the machine in person and actually get to play with some of its features.
The cable management system is something I have not seen before. I believe this is a real solution for the messy cables we often see at the back of anesthesia machines.
It really does. But for now, let's see how Carestation 750 ties up with the rest of GE Healthcare's anesthesia machine portfolio.
For that, we have Dave Henry, the Global Anesthesia Product Marketing Manager. Over to you, Dave.
Hi, my name is David Henry. I'm the GE Global Anesthesia Product Marketing Manager. The Carestation 750 was designed to complement the existing anesthesia portfolio. So when you see our portfolio, we designed it with some key GE core technologies to optimize the performance of some key solutions to drive outcomes. So the first thing you'll notice across the portfolio is we designed all our machines with a very similar user interface, but not just the anesthesia machines, but the CareScape patient monitors as well have a very similar user interface with the anesthesia machines. In addition, the user interface is also designed to help guide you in the daily checkout by providing graphics and instructions. So even if you're not familiar with the daily checkout, it can walk you through it to complete the comprehensive checkout quickly each morning. We've also designed the portfolio to be more modular or self-contained subsystems. So, for example, the CareScape Respiratory gas module can be integrated into our anesthesia machines, but can be removed very quickly without tools in case you need to troubleshoot it. In addition, the gas module can be removed and put into the GE CareScape patient monitor as well. The breathing system itself is also modular or a self-contained system. So if there is a leak in the system, let's say in the morning, and you need to troubleshoot it, you can easily remove the breathing system without tools, troubleshoot it, put a different one in so your cases can start on time. The breathing system is also designed with a smaller volume. This allows for fast or rapid changes in gas concentrations. So for example, if you need to make a change very quickly to your FiO2, it's much faster to make those changes, especially if there's a need for when ventilating a smaller patient and need to quickly change that FiO2 concentration. This speed is also amplified by the way we designed the breathing system, that we deliver the fresh gas directly to the patient or behind the inspiratory port. So when you make that change, the patient receives the change in their next breath. In addition, across the portfolio, we also use a very similar ventilation technology, a microprocessor flow valve. This ventilation technology is the same technology used in many high acuity ICU ventilators, including GE's Carestation R860 ventilator. So this is what's the same across the portfolio. But we also designed it with some differentiation. And these differentiation is primarily based on the digitization of the three primary subsystems of the anesthesia machine: the ventilator, the gas mixer, and the vaporizer. So let's start with the Carestation 620 and the Carestation 650. The Carestation 620 and Carestation 650, well, they have the microprocessor flow valve, so the digital ventilator built in. But the next two subsystems, the gas mixer and the vaporizer, are analog, providing that simple and familiar or traditional feel. But because the gas mixer and the vaporizers are analog, they do not speak to each other, nor do they speak to the anesthesia machine. Now, moving up to the Carestation 750, this is where we introduce the digital gas mixer. So now the digital gas mixer can speak or communicate with the ventilator, making things a little bit faster and more precise. You're also able to quickly change your fresh gas concentrations using the quick picks or your oxygen concentration. This makes some of the software, such as our low flow tool, EcoFlow, a little bit easier to use. And with the ASEAN Square, our fully digital anesthesia machine, all three subsystems are now digital. With the introduction of the vaporizer, you can control now all three subsystems on the display. The vaporizer, or digital vaporizer, provides you information on the display that you otherwise would not have, giving you information on how much agent is remaining in the vaporizer and giving you a notification if you're running low or if the vaporizer is not engaged. We're also able to create more complex algorithms or software that can automatically adjust the fresh gas flow to quickly and efficiently achieve and then maintain your end tidal oxygen targets and your end tidal agent targets. Now, with everything being digital, we're also collecting more data, over 300 data points with every patient's breath. And with the latest release of software, we're able to quickly and simply provide an Ethernet cable and connect the data onto the hospital network, a very simple plug and play. Once the data is on the network, you can use this data, or you can access our cloud-based analytics platform, Carestation Insights, where we can analyze this unstructured data and make sense of it for you and provide actionable insights and provide that on a dashboard onto your personal device. So, with the introduction of the Carestation 750, we have now created more value for the portfolio as a whole. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave, for the enlightening presentation. I love how all our GE anesthesia machines are built similarly, yet differently.
Correct. Having similarities in the design, the user interface, and even some parts help flatten the learning curve for users. This way, clinicians who have used GE Healthcare's other anesthesia machines will have little problem getting the Carestation 750 up and running in no time. In addition, having similar spare parts and consumable items can help biomedical engineers, anesthesia technicians, and materials management with managing their inventories. That's clever.
Dave mentioned something about GE anesthesia machines being built with a small breathing system. Could you share a little bit more with our viewers?
Well, the analogy I can make is if I spray perfume in a small room, it takes much faster to fill up that room with the scent of the perfume than if I spray perfume in a much larger room.
So changes you make on the oxygen and anesthetic agent concentrations will reach your patients much faster if the anesthesia machine has a smaller breathing system volume.
Yes, but more than that, GE's breathing systems are non-decoupled breathing systems. This means that the changes you make flow directly to the patient on the next breath before it mixes with the rest of the gases in the breathing system. This helps provide even faster changes in the patient gas concentrations.
Great! We do have a video to illustrate that, as well as other GE anesthesia breathing system features. Let's check that out.
I think the video clearly illustrates how the Carestation 750 is accurate, responsive, and fast. In addition, the EcoFlow software also helps simplify the practice of low-flow anesthesia even at very low flows by providing a visual indicator of the adequacy of oxygen flow.
Yes, the use of excess fresh gas flow can contribute extra greenhouse gases of up to 350 cars per year. Being able to consistently perform safe, low-flow anesthesia can reduce the environmental impact of the operating room and reduce anesthetic agent spend.
I can't wait to see the Carestation 750 anesthesia machine, and I'm sure our viewers are excited too. How can they request for a product demonstration?
Well, you can reach out to our channel partners in your country or any GE healthcare representatives. Alternatively, you can reach us through our live chat during this event or the Contact Us form.
Thank you for taking time out from your busy schedules to join us in this online event.
And thank you for all your work during these very trying times. We look forward to seeing you in person, and in the meantime, stay safe and good night.